Alright, so it is official. Swordburst 3 is finally about to enter development phase. And this is some extremely exciting news for me because you guys have heard me many times before have said that we need and I want a SAO game on Roblox, at least a new one, because we haven't had one in a while. And for it to be a Swordburst 3, you guys, many of you guys know Swordburst 2 was one of my favorite SAO games, one of my favorite games on Roblox in all time. I love this game. And I know a lot of you guys who probably enjoyed this game as well, or even Swordburst 1 have a lot of memories off of it. And Swordburst itself is a video game. It's about anime of people stuck inside a video game. It just makes perfect sense for us to have a game on it. So earlier today, Abstract Alex tweeted this: Swordburst 3 is coming. I spent a year slowly working out the design for the game and will be starting development soon. For now, please share your favorite stories, features from Swordburst 1/2 to help inspire any features we might be missing. So yeah, just hearing that alone gets me pretty excited. Obviously, since it's just now going to development, we won't be seeing this game anytime soon. Maybe at the earliest at the end of this year, but most likely probably early next year. Sometime next year probably won't be seeing this game. But they do have a pretty big development team, so we may end up seeing it at the end of this year. Maybe just depends on how much time they want to spend on development. We'll just have to see how that goes. But I'm extremely excited today to talk about it. And in this video, what I'm planning to be doing is to talk about what I want to see from the game, and I might have a little Swordburst 2 in the background as well. And I want to hear you guys' opinion. Do you guys agree with what I say in this video, and what do you guys particularly want to see from Swordburst 3? Features, gameplay, content, all that stuff. Let me know down in the comment section what you want to see. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright boys, so we're back in Swordburst 2. And yeah, I got a couple topics that I want to talk about today of what I want to see in the game. Let me know if you guys agree with me, disagree with me, what do you guys want to see, everything like that. Now the first thing I want to talk about in the game is, well, I think it's the most important thing to me personally. It's the most important thing is the combat. SAO is a game about, you know, fighting, you know what I'm saying? It's particularly PvE, and I think that is probably the most primary focus that I will want to see improvements from in the game. Is game going to be at least a 2022 game or a 2023 game, so it's going to have to need to meet the standards of updated combat. And this right here, this combat, we need more of this. We're gonna need, for me personally, we're gonna need rolling and we're gonna need blocking. You need both of those. You need dodging and blocking. That is a absolute must in today's time. You cannot have a game without that, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, that is 100% needed. Now you can go even more with advanced combat, evasives, and parrying and all that type of things, which I would love. Don't get me wrong, I think those things would be cool, having like evasives and parryings and advanced mechanics. I don't think you need anything like air combo. I don't think I would ever want to see air combos in an SAO game. But advanced mechanics like, oh, I got a weapon drop, nice. Advanced mechanics like parrying, dodging, all that type of stuff, or I mean, parrying, evasives, all types of stuff would be cool, but I don't think it's needed. You know what I'm saying? If they want to go that far, they can, but I don't think it's needed. But we need at least blocking, and we need at least constant dodging. You know what I'm saying? And shift lock too. And I want the combat to stay away from the style that they went with World Zero. World Zero felt so much like a mobile game, which is fine, because I feel like they was going for the aesthetic, and if that's what they was going for, they hit the target. But I want it to be targeted to PC players. You know what I'm saying? Not saying mobile players can't play. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. But I think the combat needs to be focused towards, you know, just more standards of how combats are nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I know Abstract hasn't been in tune with the anime community as of recently, but you know what I'm saying, what we look for in the game as far as combat is definitely grown a lot more. So blocking, dodging, that type of stuff is 100% needed in my personal opinion. So that's it for the combat. You know what I'm saying? As long as they have those, I'm going to be just fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anything crazy. We don't need no deep walking combat. I would love it, but we don't need nothing like too crazy. Just give me nice blocking, nice dodging, and nice animation with the M1s. And that's all I need from that aspect of like the basic combat. Now skills, we are going to need a lot of, you're gonna need skills. You know what I'm saying? Right now you get what, one weapon skill. That is absolutely not enough at all. We're gonna need at least like 3 skills on at all times, and that's 3 skills you can equip. And we need to be able to like cycle through different skills as well. And it's gonna tie into like my second my second topic a little bit. That's why I didn't put it in the comments. Go tie it to my second topic, and I'll talk about it more in this one. And that's going to be what I. This is something I would like to see. You know what I'm saying? This is not 100% needed. You know what I'm saying? I think the first one is needed. Some of combat, this stuff is needed. But this one, I would like to see classes and dedicated classes in the game. So in this game, you can like kind of just freely switch between great sword, rapier, blah blah, whatever the weapons are. You can just freely switch to them and whatever. What I personally would like to see is dedicated classes, and I actually have a doc because I've been playing out an SAO game myself, and this doc for classes is something that I personally followed. Let me actually get out the way. We're gonna look at the doc, but the doc like goes over like different classes and mechanics for and I'll say I have my own idea for mechanics, but for classes, I wanted classes to have each their own class, right? And then definitely several different types, and each class within that would have their own skill trees that you can go down and get different skills. You can equip different skills, maybe equip like 2 or 3 on at a time, whatever. But you have different. I can't even talk. You have different actives and passives that you can, you know, go with in your current build to make your character feel a little bit unique. So let me go to this doc real quick that I've been following, that I have favorited, which I think is a really good doc if you ever think about making an SAO game. All right, shout out to whoever made this doc. This is definitely a fire doc. If I ever make an SAO game, this is definitely what I'll be following. I got to favorite it, and this is definitely something I'm going to be going with right here. So right here, you guys see we have. He has like 4 different roles. We have the sneaky classes, we have the support classes, we have the defensive tanks, and then we have the offensive tanks, or like swordsmen. So right here we have like swordsmen. You know what I'm saying? He has to have sword skills, blah blah blah. Wearing the medium light armor, he's kind of going in explanation of what they want. So it's like a swordsmen, we got monks, we got slayers, and we got samurai. These are gonna be like our DPS type classes, right? And then down here we have like our defensive tanks. We have our guardian, probably a big shield, taunts, and then we have another swordsman, but it's a take roll. They can. This is swordsman wearing like heavy armor, right here. Then we have our support classes. We have like the fencer. First, there's the rapier right here, and then we have the spear, lancer, and then right here we have the sneaky classes, which are thief and our assassins. They also have subclasses right here, which I will talk about in a bit. We're gonna come back to this doc and talk about subclasses in a later part. But yeah, I would definitely love to have, you know, classes, and each one have like their mastery, they progress, you get different skills. That's definitely something I would love to see. One skill is not enough, you know what I'm saying? We need nice, cool skills, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to cycle to like 3 or 4 skills personally, you know what I'm saying? I don't think we need like 10 skills, but 3 or 4 skills that you can have on each time, and maybe, you know, cycle through them. This dude's exploited, LOL. Like, come on, do you? But I think that would be super cool. Let me know what you guys think about that. One skill just personally is not going to be enough for me. We need more. So yeah, that is enough about the classes. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about subclasses here in a second. We're gonna talk about that in like the social aspect. We're gonna talk about that part. So nextly up is the bosses. Now, bosses in this game to me were just bullet sponges. You know what I'm saying? Get as many people as you can and just DPS the boss down. You know what I'm saying? Try to tank it, try to survive, be strong enough. That's what it was always just a DPS check. There was never no mechanics. There was never nothing you have to really learn. You kill the mobs that are around them, and you just DPS the boss down. Me personally, I love a good boss. Can this guy stop killing everything, my dude? Like, go exploit somewhere else, man. Damn, the game is like 5 years old. Why are you still exploit this game, bruh? But to me, the bosses were never bosses. They were just big bullet sponges. You know what I'm saying? There was never mechanics that you have to learn. I mean, they were bosses. Let me not downplay. They were bosses, but for me, I love a good boss fight where you have to learn mechanics. You have to know what you're doing. The team has to be in sync. You know what I'm saying? Think about when everybody was fighting the floor 1, the Cobalt, and they had the switches, and Cobalt Kirito had the game plan. It was just, you know, it was all in perfect sync. I love when you have to be in perfect sync with your teammates to beat the boss. It's not just spam in one. You have to just use a little bit of brain power to beat it. I think when it's a little bit challenging, that's something I personally enjoy. Now another thing to kind of play on that, which like I said, I don't think this is needed. This is just something I had planned for a SAO game I wanted to play. You guys see, like, so we're approaching the dungeon right now, right? So instead of you just being able to enter the dungeon right here, like you're saying, like you see, like boom, we could just enter the dungeon, and then whoever else here could just come in and enter dungeons as well. What I personally want to see is it will be like a queue thing. You can party up with people, and before you guys enter the dungeon, it's gonna be like an instance based thing. So it won't be a 10 million people fighting a dungeon. It'll be whatever the max party size is, and you guys have to fight the dungeon. You have to be strong enough. You guys have to cooperate to beat the dungeon. And as well as when you're in the dungeon, the boss is going to have mechanics. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be attacks. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have patterns that you're going to have to know how to dodge. You know what I'm saying? In this game, I don't think there's any like big AoE, like, you know, so like the big giant red things they come on the ground, the big hit indicators. I don't think there was none of that. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of sit right here, do this, put your shield up, be tanky enough, don't die. That's simply what it was. I definitely would like to personally see expanded opponent boss fights. I love boss fights. It's like one of my favorite thing in games is the boss fights. That's what I have the most fun having. Healers heal. I don't know if they have healers in the game, but you know, healers healing, tanks tanking, DPS is doing their DPS thing, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Always knowing your role inside the dungeon. Why are these actually doing damage to me? Like, what the mess? These are actually doing damage. I don't know if I can actually solo this. What the mess? But you guys see what I'm saying? Everybody doing their roles. Actually, I'm starting to remember this dungeon now. That's personally what I want to see from it. Now, another topic I want to talk about is PvP. Now, you guys are probably going to be surprised when I say this, but I'm okay with no PvP. I don't think PvP is all that is. I don't think PvP is all they needed. You know what I'm saying? Would I like to see PvP? Yeah, I would definitely love to see some PvP. I would never be like, no, I don't want to see any PvP. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me it. I would never be like that. But at the same time, I'm probably going to die here. I am definitely going to die here. I'm going to die, gonna die right now. Gonna die right now. Hey, gonna die right now. Hey, gotta die right now. Hold up. We gotta don't tell me this blockade. Oh, bro, that was a dead end. I'm about to say I'm definitely dead. Alright. But yeah, I don't think PvP is needed. Surprisingly, man. I would definitely love them to focus more on the PvE than the PvP. PvP is great, and I think it's a part of SAO. You gotta say, you know, you got the people who were they marked for the RKers, whatever they're called, the PKers, the PKers. They was marked with the red. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of SAO. But me personally, I like the PvE more side of it, of SAO. I want the boss fight. I want to climb through all the floors. And when it comes to PvE, it makes it really hard. Like when you're trying to focus on balancing PvE and PvP, you have to like downgrade so many things. You're like, okay, I can't really do this because it'll just break PvP compared to when it would just be fun to use in PvE. So there's a lot of PvP games out there, and there's even more. It's gonna be even more PvP games out there. We're not at a shortage of PvP games. So me personally, I would just love the game to be focused on strictly PvE. Now if it has PvP, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want things to be balanced around PvP. I want cool weapons, you know what I'm saying? I want cool powers, cool abilities, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see from the game personally, you know what I'm saying? If they do, or they were to add PvP, like I said, I'm not gonna complain because I like PvP, but it's not a deal breaker to me, you know what I'm saying? It's not something I need. It's something I'm actually cool without. So yeah, that's that. Moving on to probably my last topic. I'm probably gonna combine this all together with everything as well as the subclasses, and that is the social aspect of the game. What are these guys doing? It's just like Mr. Beast gives. Kind of like AFK farmer. I guess it's like stupid strong. You know what I'm saying? I'm farming these guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm farming these guys. But yeah, I want some nice social aspects in the game, honestly, man. For one, like on the floors, like where there's nothing, I got the line. I kind of remember fire fight off now. The floors where there's like nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like safe zone floors. I would definitely I'm gonna bring this dude to you. I don't know if you're supposed to be fighting this dude, but you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they're stronger to fight this dude. This dude got a bunch of HP, you know what I'm saying? That's it behind these dudes. Hold up. Oh, I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? I may die. Did I get the kill? These dudes are way too strong. I don't think I got the kill. I may get the kill. Maybe I just didn't get anything. I don't know. But what I would like to see is, I would love to see players have houses. Like you can buy houses, and and then inside you can like decorate the houses. I know something they've done that. They made a lot of social games, a lot of like slice of life games, and I know they can do that. I would love to see that. You can decorate your house, you know what I'm saying, have that social aspect, and then you know what I'm saying, even have like challenges in the game that like killing bosses, you can get like their like their like poster headpiece like hang up on your walls, like, you know, like accomplishments and all their type of feats that you can like just, you know, kind of like flex and show off. And this would be another like cool part of the game. And then moving back into that other stuff I was talking about with the subclasses, let's talk about a bit of that more, because that's something I'll definitely. All right, so as you can see right here, you talk about the subclasses down here. Blacksmith, they can forge weapons, weaponsmith, armorsmith, leatherworker, sewing, woodworker, beast tamer, bard, alchemist, cook. I would definitely love to see subclasses. Now, obviously, stuff like maybe like the weaponsmith or armorsmith, maybe not, because it's usually like a person in the game. But definitely, I would love to see like crafting in the game, to where you have to go like into the mines and mine for like armor. You have to go like kill animals to collect their hides and collect like material on the grounds, like, you know, so like different type of like flowers for like potions, stuff like that, like those different things. You can like work up those skill trees. Bard or musicians who can like, you know, play like music like for like different boosts. You got like cooks for like making food for like you know, HP boosts, mana boosts, all type of stuff. Like, I think that stuff will be pretty cool. I think that's just like another added thing. I feel like some games I don't like it in, but when it's games like this, I just love to see that in these type of games personally. I feel like I need to see it. Like, I need to see it in these type of games. It just fits the world so well, and I think it's just something that the game should definitely have. But yeah, that's about it of the things that I kind of really want to see. That's other like little nitpicks of things that would be cool, but that's like the major. Ooh, we got a little drop. Hey, nice. Got a little drop. Nice. Excellent. But anyway, that's about it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. How you guys feel about Swordburst 3, what you want to see from the game, all that, etc. But other than that, I'm gonna catch you boys later. Till then, iBeMaine, I'm signing out. Peace.